Hello and welcome back to the Unveiled Soul. Why is it that we only celebrate ourselves and each other and take care of ourselves on special occasions and holidays? We just celebrated Valentine's Day, but why is it that we can't celebrate the love of our life more often? Why does it just have to be once a month? Why can't we celebrate ourselves and who we are and the things that we enjoy more often? So I'm going to take the next few minutes just really talk to you a little bit about self-care. And it's not like I did a book on self-care or anything. It's called Self-Care on the Fly. Anyway, we really should take some steps to care for ourselves. When you look at countries like Spain, for example, there's a 2-hour break every day during the week. They go eat, they nap, they chill out, they relax, and then they come back to work. And we've been taught here in the good old US of A that we're supposed to work a 9 to 5 until we're 69 or 70 or half dead. And then we're supposed to just enjoy our golden years. That's the system that has taught us how we should live our lives. But what if there's a better way? What if you had a daily ritual that you set aside for yourself? Okay. So, like for me, I get up in the morning, I take my shower, I get dressed, and I sit down and I light a candle and a piece of incense, have a little meditation, maybe a little prayer, whatever that looks like. I make my coffee and then I sit and I listen and I breathe and sometimes I talk to the fruit, aka my boyfriend. It just depends on what that morning looks like. But starting off with a ritual, something that gives you time to just chillax, right? Okay. So what if you could get one of my peace candles and you could, before you light the candle, you set your intention: I will enjoy nonstop peace today. Okay. And try that and keep saying it every morning until it finally happens, right? Power is in speech. Power is in what we say over ourselves and over each other, right? Okay. So doing something small like, lighting a candle, lighting some incense. If you're a religious person, you're studying your text for the day. If you are a spiritual person, whatever that looks like, whatever your path looks like, do that for 5 to 10 minutes every morning, maybe longer if you can. Okay. Practicing some micro honesty with ourselves. Man, I know some people that really need to try this one out. Do I need rest? Do I need boundaries? Do I need to say no to someone in my life right now that's kind of draining me? Do I need to really do these things? That is self-care. That's a deep, deep level of self-care, my friends. Just to be able to take stock of all of the bullshit in our lives and then because you have to recognize it first before you can then process it and then let it go. You have to recognize it. So what does that look like for you? Now, it's not easy to be able to really stop and say, I really care for this person, but they're really draining me, or this relationship is very one-sided, or whatever that looks like. It's okay to say, you know what, maybe I need to just spend a little time away from this person. And then maybe on some level, you may need to make a list of the people who fit that description, because some of us don't really pay close enough attention to those things. So the third part, romanticizing everyday moments. Oh, sorry, cut myself in the salon the other day. So what if, just a what if, you have your coffee and you're sipping the coffee and you're enjoying the aroma and the texture of the coffee. That's romanticizing something. That's taking something so simple as a cup of coffee and just being like, this is an amazing cup of coffee. Play music while you cook. Whatever that music is, whatever your favorite music is. One of my favorite evenings with my fruit was at his place while he was cooking and dancing and singing and doing his thing. He was having a blast. Now, if you believe in energy, I can promise you there was a lot of good energy going on in that kitchen that night. Okay. Step outside and feel the sun on your face. Get out of the house. Get off your couch. Do something. The fruit and I, we went for some ramen today to celebrate Valentine's Day. A day late, it's okay. Don't hate. And then we went for a little walk. And then after our walk, we both felt nice. It was just nice to get out of the house. especially right now with the fact that, it's still a little cold outside. It was really a little bit nicer today, and I'm really grateful for that. But it's really nice just to change up the routine every now and then. Now, I know not everybody's a crystal freak. I get that. But for some of us, hold please, that looks like something like this. A little something just to focus some energy on and to be grateful for. Now, this particular stone is known to help with studying and focusing. So the fruit bought me this to keep at my desk. And I promise you, it's a wonderful way of remembering to focus, and two, to remember that someone took a minute to think about me. It's always a nice reminder. So, whatever it is that you need to do to give yourself self-care, and if it's a massage, if it's reading a book, if it's going for a walk, if it's putting in noise canceling headphones and just listening to your favorite music uninterrupted for a few minutes, do that. Whatever that looks like. You don't need a holiday. You do not need a special occasion to go and enjoy yourself and to take care of yourself. You are worth it. You are enough.